You know, I want to tell you about literal phase. Women don't know that there is a phase in their menstrual cycle. And that is the phase or the period that determines whether you are going to be pregnant or not. If this phase is not correct in your body, you won't get pregnant. The phase is what we call literal phase. It is a period between when you ovulate and to the end of that menstrual cycle. Let me take it again. At the time you know that you ovulate, to the time of end of your menstrual cycle or to the beginning of the next one, that is literal phase. That phase determines whether you are going to be pregnant or not. Whether your cycle is 22 days, 23 days, 20 days, 30 or 35, even 40 days, this literal phase must be 14 days. It's the same with every woman. Every woman, whether your cycle is long. So now, there's something we now call short literal phase. That means if this phase is not up to 2 weeks in your body, you won't get pregnant. There's something we call long literal phase. If this phase is more than 14 days in your body, you won't get pregnant. It must be exact 14 days. This is the period that your ovaries, whether the 2 ovaries or 1 ovary that releases the egg, will start producing enough progesterone for implantation to take place. This progesterone is not just being produced unnecessarily, rather it will be produced for your endometrium, the lining of your womb, to uptake it and become vascularized, thick, so that the product of conception, the coming down from your fallopian tube, will burrows into this thickness of the endometrium and implantation will take place. Corpus luteum, that is where the egg comes out during the ovulation time, will produce this progesterone. There are phases or series of processes that goes on during these 2 weeks. So if your 14-day progesterone is not good enough, then the luteal phase will be short. But if your progesterone from 14 days and to 21 days are very good, then the luteal phase will complete. That is the reason why professionals will ask you to do 14 days progesterone and 21-day progesterone. The value of 21-day progesterone must be greater than 14 days progesterone, and it must not less than 10 nanogram per minute. In PCOS, that is why people with PCOS doesn't get pregnant, because they normally have a longer luteal phase, because the ovaries, because it has harbored some egg that does not drop. That is why we call them polycystic ovarian syndrome. That is the more reason that the ovary will not produce progesterone in the proportion that is needed for implantation to take place. Every woman must ensure that their progesterone at 14 days should not be less than 10 nanogram per minute, depending on the age. Because now I keep telling you, when you are talking about fertility of a woman, age plays a major role. If your age is above 35, your progesterone must not less than 10. I'm telling you what I know, the fact that I know about luteal phase. But if your age is less than 35, ensure that your progesterone is not less than 5 nanogram per minute, because the normal result is between 5 to 36 nanogram per minute. But for some of you that you have been saying, okay, I have low progesterone, it is very wrong for you to start taking anything permanently to balance your progesterone. Like you saying, let me start taking progesterone injection every day because my progesterone is very low. Let me tell you, if progesterone becomes too high in your system, the endometrium will be confused, will not be able to understand what is happening here, and because of that high progesterone, it will lose receptivity and the implantation will not take place. That is why I told you that if the progesterone is very low, you won't get pregnant. If the progesterone is very high, you won't get pregnant. It must be right. That is when I keep telling you that don't ignore progesterone. And to investigate luteal phase, you need 2 tests, estradiol and progesterone. Professionals who understand the fertility very well will know that as your ovary is producing a right proportion of progesterone, this one translates the lining of your womb will start improving by becoming vascularized to support pregnancy or to support implantation. In return, the endometrium will now produce estradiol. Do progesterone, do E2. If your E2 become low, that means even if you have good progesterone, your progesterone is normal. It has shown that your progesterone is not responding. Your endometrium is not responding to your progesterone. That is why your E2 is very low. Implantation will not take place. Low estradiol at luteal phase signifies that your endometrium is not sensitive enough to take up the implantation process. My name is Wojo Kehinde Samuel. I'm the fertility scientist at Abin Fertility and Andrology, Ikeja, Lagos. Till I come your way next time. God is good. Bye.